Excuse the vibes, obviously. I do look a little bit crazy. I haven't had a haircut in a while. I got one scheduled for this Friday, right before Portola, of course. So I'm gonna have a great time this weekend at Portola, local Bay Area festival that's been going for the past like 3 years. I think this is the 4th one. I've attended every one. I really enjoy Portola. It's a 21 plus event, so you know I enjoy being kind of a little bit with the older crowd. Cheers, big dogs. Happy Portola. Bling. Bling. Anyway, that's not the point of why I'm making this video. I always told myself that, you know, the day that I informed my job that, you know, I am leaving the company, I would record my own video, just like kind of like a little video of me commemorating the moment. I've been working with the same company for about 7 years now. So I just had my 7th anniversary back in August, and yeah, I told them that I'm no longer going to be working for the company. It wasn't a 2-week notice. I'm giving them a little bit longer than that just because I am pretty senior at my job, so I don't want to just, you know, leave them all high and dry or anything like that. I have about 2-3 months max left at this company. My cutoff is December 10th. I have a hard deadline for December 10th. Starting in December, I'm gonna move to Japan. It's been a dream of mine for some time now to live out of the country. I visited Japan a bunch of times. I love the culture, love the food, love the people, learning the language. So there's that, of course. It's one of the best places to snowboard on earth. This is good snow, right? And fun run too. Watch out, tree! Go that way. Oh, gone. Planning to, you know, move there this December. I want to document my journey, all my travel plans, the itinerary. I'm going to explore the backcountry there, planning to live in Kuchan next to Niseko, so definitely be doing some like side country, some backcountry stuff, and just filming my progress and filming my adventures along the way, so myself and exploring different things. So yeah, I just wanted to be able to, you know, capture my emotional state at this time. Today having been the day that I, you know, told my job I'm leaving and I'm moving to Japan. So to me, this is kind of like the first day, like the first official day of my journey. So yeah, I've been buying more snowboarding gear than I honestly need. But I think that's more of a personal thing. And I mean, I've rented a car so far for the winter. We have an apartment or a shared house. We'll be sharing a house with some other winter enthused folks, you could say. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, and let you guys into my life a little bit, because aside from this, I've been pretty private as far as it goes. It's like my personal life. I don't really post much on social media. I kind of stopped posting about a couple of years ago just because it was a little bit overwhelming. But this will be kind of like my reintroduction to social media. So that was me about 3 months ago, the day I informed my job I would be leaving. Today is, let's see, December 10th. Not my last day of work like I mentioned in my video. My last day of work actually ended up being Friday the 5th. I've been out of work for a couple days now. Feels pretty good. And it's just like a few days before we head out to Japan. Got a flight for December 14th, landing in Japan on December 16th. So, we have that in the works. Definitely super excited. The lighting's pretty good in my room right now, so I figured I would shoot this video. It's something that I needed to do, kind of wanted to get it out of the way before I start the rest of my day, honestly. You guys can see my setup behind me, my PC. What used to be my workstation, but is no longer for work. Currently, all my clothes is already packed away, but I do still need to pack my snowboard bag. Packing was kind of difficult for a 6-month trip, honestly, especially considering like the first 3 months of the trips are really going to be in crazy winter conditions. And then from there, Thailand, which is more like tropical. And then I'll be in Tokyo for the month of May and some of June, and I don't know if you've been to Tokyo around that time of year, but it has a tendency to be extremely humid and it can be pretty darn hot. So I did have quite the time trying to pack for all those different like temperatures. Hopefully I got everything I needed, but we'll see when we get there. I'm sure there's some things that you just can't know that you're gonna need, and some stuff I just didn't pack, but whatever. I'm sure I'll figure it out along the way, So I'm basically big chilling right now. Just got back from the mechanic, took my car there to have some work done. Just kind of taking care of a few of the last little things I need to do before we leave. Since I'll be leaving my car here, just wanted to make sure it's like in tip-top shape before I go. It does feel a little weird not having work every day, but I'm sure I'll be able to adjust. A lot went into planning this trip. From finding a place to stay, which honestly, the area that I'm staying in Niseko is pretty low supply of like short-term rentals like that. From finding the place to renting a car for the entire winter when I'm there. I signed up for an avalanche course. I'll be furthering my education as far as like backcountry snowboarding, avalanche safety. It's always something I wanted to do, and it's really important for me, I believe, to like be safe out there when I'm riding. So taking this avalanche safety course has like been on my bucket list for a while, so I'm glad I'll be able to do that. The place that we're renting is only 15 and 20 minute drive from the resort, so I'll be staying pretty close to the resort. And obviously I have a season pass to Niseko. Also got a season pass to Rizutsu. Love Rizutsu. They have amazing tree runs there, which honestly not a lot of resorts in Japan even let you go off piste, so it's good to always have like a back pocket resort for those stormy days when you can't go out of bounds. So yeah, that I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, like I said, I bought a bunch of snowboard gear that I honestly don't really need, but I love buying gear. I'm kind of like a gear head, so it's probably one of my favorite things to do is just research gear and get new gear. Since I was going on this trip, I might have gone a little bit overboard, honestly, but it is what it is. I got a new jacket, got some new gloves, new lenses for my goggles, got a new helmet because it's about time. You're supposed to replace your helmet every 3 to 5 years, and if you have any kind of like falls, or if you hit your head hard enough that the helmet has a dent on it, probably a good idea to replace it. Mine wasn't damaged or anything, but I've had it for about like 4 or 5 years now, so it's just, I need to replace it. And I kind of have like a big head, if you can't tell, so I just wanted to really find a helmet that like fit my head shape. I got a new Insta360 camera. Looking forward to putting that to the test and using that, comparing it to the GoPro, because I've had a GoPro for a while now. Another thing I really want to get into, and this is kind of dependent, I guess, on how much it snows. Because if it snows pretty frequently and I can just get fresh POW all the time, I won't have as much time for ground tricks or like night riding, different things like that. But I do have like a personal mission to learn some, they call in Japan gratori, short for ground tricks. Kind of think about it as like abbreviation of ground tricks. But I want to learn a bunch of ground tricks and like gratori stuff on my down days, just when, you know, when there's no storms and when there's like no fresh POW to chase, because I'm going after the fresh POW every time. But you know, you gotta have something to do during those down days too. I don't think I'll be snowboarding every single day, but you know, 5 out of 7 days of the week I probably want to be on the mountain, or at least doing something snowboarding related. So I'm planning to, you know, learn some ground tricks. I'm gonna get a ground trick board when I'm out there. Probably one of the first things I'm gonna do, because you know, my boards are basically freestyle POW decks, or like free ride decks, too stiff, too long for ground tricks, right? I'll make videos just showing kind of like my progression there, maybe learn some like ground 360s, nose butters and stuff like that, just like different little ground tricks. This will be like my first video, so I'm sure I'll get better as I make more content and stuff. I have some ideas for some pretty cool videos. Videos has always been something that's interested me since my days of like skateboarding, you know, back then. It's crazy how much more accessible recording has become compared to like when I was in high school. We needed to have like a $1,000 camera and a $200 lens, and shit, we used to low-key boost tapes from CVS to film our skating, like, and that was back then. Now everyone has like a 4K 60 frame per second camera in their pocket pretty much, which is, it's crazy. So definitely going to take advantage of that. Editing videos has always been something that I've wanted to try, so I guess the next video I post will be from Japan. So yeah, looking forward to it. So if anybody out there wants to catch some runs at Niseko or catch some runs at Rizutsu, yeah, feel free to hit me up. Let's see how it goes.